Hey everybody, I'm Leigh Daniel and I am the owner of Leigh Daniel and Associates, and I shared yesterday some tips around the coronavirus and what might be happening with your visitation schedule, how you might be wanting to care for your children, and why that might become a problem. Well, today I want to talk about when tensions get high and you really feel like yelling, cursing, disparaging, screaming, throwing things, and you guys may be saying, I don't do any of that. The thing is, I know that some of you do because I've been practicing law in Madison County for well over 25 years now, and I have seen pictures of damaged doors and things being broken. I've heard audio tapes of people yelling and screaming at each other and people cursing each other. And I wanted to ask you to please think about what you're doing before you go into an angry rage, or before you lose your temper, before you yell at that person or sharp with your child. I just want you to think about the impact. There's my doggie. I'm still at home. Think about the impact that that's having on the family dynamic that you're in now. Now, if you're already divorced, then don't yell and scream on the phone. Try to be kind to each other. And if you are living in the same house, then it's not going to help if you get into these fights and you're yelling at each other, and it's just going to cause more tension. And even if you don't do it for yourself, think about the impact it has on your children. And if you don't think that your children can hear you or that they don't know what's going on, you're incorrect. If they don't hear you or see you directly, they're going to feel that tension. They're going to feel the energy in the room, and it's not good for your children. And I can tell you, as a divorce lawyer who's tried many custody cases, you do not want to hear yourself yelling and screaming and cursing on an audio tape in a courtroom. You're not going to want to hear that. And especially when people are already stressed out, already upset, I know how much easier it must be to want to lash out. There are money concerns, sickness concerns, everybody's shut in. They're saying don't leave. But if you feel like this and you feel like you're about to explode, then go outside your house, step into another room. It would be far better than to be in the other room being quiet or be outside than to be in the house yelling at each other. And so I really just want you to think about the impact that this might have on your children and on your relationship and how it might play out. Because I see the worst of everything. I see the worst when people have to share all of that dirty laundry, and don't think that the dirty laundry won't come out, because it will. And just try to think about it when you're calm, so you can just try to stop yourself, because a lot of it is reactionary. And sometimes people say, well, I tried to reason with them. Well, when you're in the heat of the moment, often reason goes out the window. If you have any questions about how you should behave, and hopefully you understand that being kind, trying to put yourself in the other person's shoes, thinking about what your children don't need to hear, that will be enough. But we're at the office from 9 to 2, and actually I'm there much longer, but we have office hours from 9 to 2. Also, I'm willing to do web calls or phone calls. And this is a difficult time for everyone, and knowing already how volatile things can get, it just made me think that really you should be on your absolute best behavior. Those children are already stressed enough, and we just don't want to bring any more stress and anxiety on them. And I'm sure that you agree with me. So thank you guys very much for listening and watching. And I will be doing a podcast today it'll be a live stream first, and then it will turn into a podcast. This is not legal advice. It's practical advice for before, during, and after the divorce. And I have a co-host who is in Milan, Italy. And so we're going to talk today about the actual, the lockdown, shutdown, whatever they call it in Italy. Allison's going to talk about how they've been surviving in Italy and what she wishes she had done before it got to the point that it's gotten. And so we'll see you. That's going to be at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I think it's 4 o'clock in Europe. And then that would be 2 o'clock in the UK. So thanks, everybody, and I will see you soon.